In round 2, 15th seeded 11 Assassin looked to cause another upset versus 10th seeded LMC Clamps. 11 Assassin led throughout the game, but LMC would tie the game late in the third. 11 Assassin would take back control in the fourth and win the game 50-48. In round 3, the action did not.
On the court for the visiting Atlanta Hawks, at shooting guard, Kevin Herter. At small forward, Cam Reddish. At the other forward position, John Collins. At center, Clint Capella. At the other guard position, Trey Young. The head coach of the visiting team is Nate McMillan. Let's get this started for your Memphis Grizzlies. At the center position, 6 feet, 10 inches, number 4, Steven Adams. At 4, 6'7", number 24, Dylan Brooks. At guard, 6'5", number 22, Desmond Hayes. At 4, 6'11", number 13, Jaron Jackson Jr. At guard, 6'3", number 12, John Marantz. Your Memphis Grizzlies head coach is talented. Once again, the starter for your Memphis Grizzlies.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Welcome everyone to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Clint Capella's game is based on activity. He said, I'm going to outwork you the whole game. Maybe it's not on social media, but it's efficient. I'm not thinking I want to look nice or I want to make a nice move. I'm thinking about dominating the paint. Guys, I'm thinking about dominating sideline reporting.
You already do. You and he are winning players. David, thank you. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for John Collins.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Reddish in at the 3 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's John Marantz. Then it's Brooks. And it's Bain in at the 2-guard spot. And Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical, but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
Now here's Brooks. And the pass to Bain. Memphis moving it around. And Brooks is good for 3.
See the confidence rising. I mean, when Brooks is firing away like this, keep feeding him.
Young up top, guarded by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Marantz outside. Here's Adams, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
What a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
The main strength of Capella's offensive game, I mean, he uses his athleticism to power home these alley-oops.
Here's Marantz, and finished off by Marantz.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's Capella. The Grizzlies making the shot. Outside Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Reddish kicks to Collins from 20 feet out. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
Jackson passes to Bain. Here's Marantz. And finished off by Marantz.
That's what a point guard with length gives you. I mean, Morant is built perfectly for the modern game.
Young dishes to Reddish. Here he goes. And Reddish with the slam.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Jackson finds Morant. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morant's got 6.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Young outside. Inside. Here's Collins. That one, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Now here's Brooks. Not a lot of room. Morant drives in. Jackson trying to break free.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
And coming out of high school, Jaron Jackson said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
Brooks outside. Fires the 3. Here's Adams. Morant passes to Adams. Adams. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Capella with the bucket. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, scouts, Greg, were looking right past John Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
Here's Young. Following the basket by John Morant. The shot misses. Back to Adams. Morant outside. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
So it's Atlanta now. 11-point game. Young against Morant. And Young kicks to Collins. It's rebounded by Memphis. It's Marantz with the drive. Brooks outside. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Pass to Jackson. Back to Adams. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Adams has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Capella, high post. Pass to Herter. They get it back. Collins, good.
John Collins.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Here's Marantz. Left side Adams. Marantz outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Marantz got 13.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Young looking around. Pass to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
Jackson against Collins. That one off the back iron and out. The Hawks trail by 12. Reddish with the ball. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Here's Jackson, and the layup's good off the glass.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Marantz against Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaron Jackson.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Jaron Jackson. Anderson comes in for Brooks. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. And so Young nails them both. And at the midway point, Chris, what stands out about this phase of the regular season to you?
Well, usually the standings have solidified, Kevin. The favorites, the cellar dwellers. We had some great stories. And this is where the front offices has to take a hard look at their roster and maybe look to make some moves as well.
Melton, no good.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
And the shot goes in.
That's not who they want guarding him. The size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Jones, the pass to Melton. And it's sent back by Okongwu.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Young. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, and so far both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end. We've got a lot of game left to play.
Now, here's Melton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Kicks it to Young. The pass to Johnson. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Shoots it up. It's Clark with the rebound. Memphis leading by 10. Passes it to Melton. Johnson with some nice D.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Out to the wing. And the 3-ball is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Memphis. The tray. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
The defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Hunter kicks to Johnson. Pass to Young. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Okongwu slams it in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
Kings checked in for Memphis. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Bogdanovich is checked in. To the inside. Here's Melton. He had 15 points last outing. Free throw line jump shot. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Shot clock at 6. Jones from outside. Hunter grabs the miss. Last outing for Memphis, they won that game against Denver. Johnson, and the basket is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Anderson outside. 1:37 left in the first quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A wildly unpredictable player. Anderson is skilled at drawing the D in, then making them get overly assertive.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
A multi-talented Anderson. I mean, he's awesome, man. He's an awesome glue guy, if you ask me. Someone who scores, rebounds, passes, defends. I mean, name it. He does it.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Atlanta has possession. Trailing here by 8. Dishes to Hunter. We've got 1:23 left in the first. Outside, Bogdanovich. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Jones. Bogdanovich against King. Clark inside. Anderson passes to King. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
This is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
Pass to Hunter. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
The pass to King. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Shoots from the elbow. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Anderson. For the 3. Rebound, Atlanta.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Okongwu kicks to Bogdanovich. Yes, that goes in. Now just a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Refusing to be tied down, Bogdanovich is fantastic at adjusting his body and shot when he gets hit. Good anticipation on the field. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. Right back after this break. And one of the better young two-way big men in the NBA, Jaron Jackson. he talked about how his defensive responsibilities grow.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
Well, with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
We've got DeAnthony Melton. King is up there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Clark in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Passes it to Hunter. Lets the three fly. It's Clark with the rebound. Memphis leading by 10. It's tipped. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. 6 on the shot clock. King against Johnson. King's shot is off.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
And Clark over to help. Hunter on the wing. Johnson outside. And Bogdanovich kicks to Johnson. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And we all know that star players get a few more perks, but Greg, that can also stir up misgivings in a locker room when things aren't always equal.
Kevin, it's a great point, and coaches really have to be careful. If you're holding one player accountable and giving another a pass, that tends to lead to a fractured locker room.
That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jaron Jackson's checked in for Clark. Brooks comes in for King. Baines checked in for Melton. And it's Morant in for Jones. That one misses. He finally knocks one down. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line.
An elite shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
Johnson down low, defended by Anderson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Coming onto the floor for the Hawks, John Collins.
Bogdanovich against Marantz. Here's the dish to Anderson. Marantz against Bogdanovich. Morant passes to Baines. 6 to shoot. And he makes that one. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead. Yeah, selected second in 2019, Kevin. John Morant, the highest draftee in Ohio Valley Conference history. And he became the second Grizzly ever to win Rookie of the Year, joining Paul Gasol.
Now here's Jackson, following the missed shot by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive coverage.
Lob pass to Capella. Stolen by Jackson. The feed to Anderson. Out left to the wing. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. Those three-pointers off the mark. Now some people felt, Chris, that John Morant was an all-star snub in his rookie year.
Well, you look at what he accomplished in year 1. He joined Magic Johnson, the great Isaiah Thomas, and Trey Young was the only 20-year-old rookies to average at least 17 points and 7 assists per game. That's some lofty coverage.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Kicks to Jackson. Pass to Morant. No good on the triple. The Hawks trail by 11. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. The Hawks working the ball around. And here's Reddish. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And it's off from three-point range. It's Morant in the corner. Back to Brooks. And he jams it with authority.
What athleticism from Brooks. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. See why right there.
Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Atlanta calls timeout. Now Dylan Brooks, who went to Oregon, was the 2017 Pac-12 Player of the Year.
Yeah, and the second-round pick that year, I mean, he was taken 45th. Despite that, he's carving out a solid career as a two-way winner.
Adams, he's checked in for Anderson. Young's checked in for Atlanta. Pass to Herter. Outside Collins. He feeds it to Reddish. Lock at 6. Knocks it loose. Marantz with the steal. And Adams kicks to Morant. High arcing shot. Basket counts.
Well, when you have a guy like Morant, an elite ball handler who can hit from anywhere, there's no real limit to the points he can score.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front. Look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Atlanta has possession. Grizzlies making the shot. Outside Collins. He kicks it to Young. Shot clock at 5. Over Morant. Offensive rebound. Here's Capella. Yep, it counts. Capella's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Bain. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Denver. Can't get it to fall.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And Memphis making a change here. Jones is checked in. Now the pass to Reddish. And the rejection by Jackson. Capella against Adams. Here's Brooks. Kicks it out to Jones. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one is stuck right through.
Absolutely relentless. Driving to the rim. Brooks wasn't going to be denied.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage, but it's a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 15-point game. Collins against Jackson. The shot. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Now here's Adams. 6 points for him. Passes to Jackson. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
That's just incredible control from Jackson. He's someone that has no problem overcoming physical defense like this.
Lobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Jackson misses. The Hawks trail by 13. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Brooks. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Nuggets in Denver. A shot, no good. Hunter with some nice defense. Over to the left wing. Adams defending.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Jones, the pass to Adams. Yep, that one goes. Adams has got 8 points.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Young outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
That one drops and he's now 2 for 5.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish him.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trey Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trey's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league. But he just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Hunter, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to King. Going inside. Johnson with the block. Back to Young. Okongwu kicks to Young. Feeds to Johnson. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Outside, Jones. Pass to King. Clark outside. Memphis moving that ball around. Lobbed up there for Clark. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The feed now to Okongwu. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The pass to Clark. And here is King. Back to Adams. Over Young. The Grizzlies with another miss. And the first half is now in the books. Grizzlies lead by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Memphis played?
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
Talk to me, Kenny. How did you think Atlanta played?
They're getting mad and falling behind, letting the crowd get into it. That affects your confidence. We'll see if they settle down in the second half.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side. My brother.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. And it's Reddish in at the small forward position. Kicks it to Marantz. There's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Bain. 6 on the shot clock. A 3. No good on the shot. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Capella, the pass to Herter. Collins with it. Turnaround Jay. It's stolen by Adams. Young against Morant. And he drives in, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Yeah, wiry, strong, and courageous. Morant's willing to slam it up in there if you give him the lane.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Collins. Grizzlies with the rebound. Floats one, and Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Young against Jackson. With the floater, stolen by Brooks. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Passes it to Bain. Back to Brooks. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded by Collins. Jackson looking around. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Brooks. And that one is good. Brooks has got 9.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Now, here's Collins. He's got 6. Pass to Herter. Elbow shot is on the way. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Here's Herter. Adams defending. Yes, it's a fall. The bucket from Herter.
finally they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Marantz. Marantz got 3 assists tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Atlanta calls timeout. You have to like what you're seeing from John Marantz.
He's been a thorn in their side all game. They'll probably use this timeout to change up their D. The system they're in now, it just isn't getting it done.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Steven Adams. And a change for the Hawks. Bogdanovich is checked in. Now, here is Young. He's just been too hard to handle at the offensive end. His scoring average is just under 34 points a game. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herter.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. Now, here's Capella. 8 points for him. Here's Herter. Capella trying to free himself up. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Now Morant. He's got 23. Bain passes to Jackson. 2 points. That one goes. Jackson's got 8 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Capella finds Young. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
I like seeing Anderson look to capitalize from there, showing that nice soft touch on that shot.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. To the middle. Oh, and here comes Anderson all along.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Young's shot is off.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Bain.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Bain. And a change for the Hawks. Johnson, he's checked in for John Collins. Bogdanovich against Morant. And Bogdanovich kicks to Johnson. Young outside. Over Brooks. Tries yet again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The assertiveness of Capella. When he's playing with passion inside, it forces the D to act.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
And he makes the first. Now the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the 2nd player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
6'10" center from Switzerland. I mean, Capella, he's become a nightly double-double threat. Strong big man.
Memphis moving it around. Melton passes to Anderson. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Defended by Jones. Pass to Hunter. Takes it inside. And then Hunter with the jam.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
Johnson against King. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jaron Jackson. For Memphis, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Atlanta making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. He made the postseason all 7 years with the Kings. Deep playoff runs, sensational play. Talk about the chemistry on those teams.
Well, chemistry was very important, Kevin. I knew that being a leader of the team, that it was incumbent upon me to make sure all players felt comfortable. Not only that you would hold them accountable, but that you would include them. You know, we were a family. Shout out to all my fellas that I played with. I wanted to make them better. I hope I did. They all made me.
The Hawks trail by 17. They get a hand on it. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. Now, here's Okongwu. After the miss from Kyle Anderson. There's the pass to Bogdanovich. Defended by Jones. 5 to shoot. Kicks to Johnson. The Hawks again can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to Melton. The kick out to Anderson. Over Okongwu. Anderson's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 19. Passes it to Hunter. There's the drive. And it's denied.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Johnson's shot is off. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. King outside. For 3. That shot, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Back to Johnson.
Remaining in the third.
Bogdanovich up top, defended by Jones. Stolen by Anderson. Melton finds Jones. Now here's King. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's Johnson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Pass to Hunter. Bogdanovich inside. He's guarded by Melton. Clark outside. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. tipped away and stolen by Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now, here's Melton. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 19. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kept alive. Uses the glass to finish the way. Okongwu's now got 8.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Off target. And so it's Memphis with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We come back right after this. And let's listen in on what Nate McMillan had to say to his team.
Defensively, we got to keep these guys in front of us. Shooting, contested, 2. All right, play defense without fouling, and they get 1 shot.
Being aggressive, GA, without fouling. That's a good message, and that's what Coach McMillan wants.
The worst thing you can do is bail a team out. It's important that they just lock down here defensively.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Jones is out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's King at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
A sneaky scorer in the lane. Young will give you a steady diet of floaters and off-balance shots that defenders just miss getting a piece of.
King, that's good.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Now, here's Reddish. Here's Young. Here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Jones, the pass to Jackson. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
He's an active finisher around the basket. Jackson's usually working on something special down low.
Here's Young. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jones against Collins. King outside. Just 5 on the clock. Off target with his 3. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Reddish the pass to Johnson. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting. There's some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Here's Young. Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Collins. The Hawks again can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 22. Adams right side. There's the lob to Jackson. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
And finish off by Collins.
You have to appreciate the ball movement and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for King. Bain comes in for Melton. And it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Hunter. Now here's Jackson. Over Collins. Here's Adams. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And a little contact like that won't slow Adams down. This is a guy who loves the contact and able to finish easily on that one.
Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow.
Now, here's Reddish. Plays it up and banks it in.
Look, and the D will give it to you. That's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Marantz against Capella. Morant passes to Bain. Shoots over Capella. Bain, no good. The Hawks trail by 20. Capella inside. Adams on him. No good on that one. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Here's Brooks. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And sometimes it seems Brooks is better at scoring like this. I mean, he enjoys overcoming challenges.
Here's Young. With an assist this trip down, he'd have 10.
He's got terrific court vision, and he just sees the play as it unfolds. He plays chess while everyone else is out here playing checkers.
Here's Huerter. Pass to Reddish. 5 on the clock. No good on the 3. Memphis leading by 22. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Collins. Knocked loose. He kicks to Young. Here's Huerter. Guarded by Marantz. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. A shot by Reddish. No good. Grizzlies have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And Jackson gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Young, here we go. And he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
First free throw is good.
Averaging about 30 points and 9 assists per game during his second season. Trey Young was named an All-Star in 2020, solidifying himself as a franchise player.
Both good from the line that time. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. And there's the pass to Brooks. Drains the three-pointer.
Showing how lethal he can be from there. Brooks, oh man, if you keep giving Brooks these type of looks, he's going to keep making you pay.
Here's Capella. The shot, no good. And Memphis the other way now. Down low, and it's Memphis on the break. Morant outside. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated By what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Bain. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Capella. Collins with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Morant way up. That move is fire.
Marantz against Young. Kicks it to Reddish. Clock at 6. And Jaron Jackson picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
So both teams making some changes here. Thomas against Morant. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And every year, Capella seems to up his scoring. Looking hungry, wants to shoulder more of the offensive load.
Passes it to Brooks. Yeah, we talked about this before, Chris, but great to see you inducted at long last into the Naismith Hall of Fame. It is so well-deserved, and all of us are thrilled for you and your family.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. It means a lot. Shout out to my parents, my family, and all my teammates. It's a special feeling. You never dream of making it to the Hall of Fame, and I'll tell you what, it's a surreal feeling right now. Thanks, buddy.
Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Grizzlies leading by 23. Brooks outside. No good from outside. Hawks have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Thomas down low. He's guarded by Plumlee. Thomas, no good.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Here is Thomas. Pass to Herter. Gallinari surveying the D. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Memphis moving it around. Here's Herter. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Morant with it and guarded by Capella. Plumlee against Thomas. Gallinari down low. Ball's knocked loose. Thomas kicks to Gallinari. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, we won't see Capella try to hit threes. I mean, Clint's a center who knows his role. Just rock the rim.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're in front by 20. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Trey Young.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Here's Herter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Marantz with it. Pass to Bain. From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Grizzlies.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. And what a huge standout performance it was
for Ja Morant.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
And so he hits both. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Bain. Gallinari with the rebound. Okongwu with it, working on Plumlee. Okongwu's shot is good.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
The pass to Plumlee. Here's Bain. Shot clock at 5.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Hawks on D, trailing by 19. Melton passes to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Melton. Here's Bain. There's the lob to the hoop. It's tipped. It's stolen by Hill.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jaron. A young team, but you're going in the right direction. How does a game like tonight help you keep that flow?
It's progress. You know, everything is progress. A win you can learn something from, a loss you can learn something from. So we're taking every little bit of it, and you know, we're just happy to get one at home today.
It's a step in the process, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time.